Super fast tortoise in the show, drinking coffee, wishing you all well, because life is swell. Super fast tortoise. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends have been the senses. Let's get up, it's senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Or I should go, good morning, everybody.
Right. It's a good morning out in the neighborhood. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, it is.
Check it out. We got the Vault here. We got Lone Wolf. We got Hillbilly. Rayman couldn't be with us today. He has more important things going on his plate.
What is more important than this show? Nothing, sir.
Nothing.
Well, in my case, staying warm. It's cold outside.
It's cold outside. That's right. Yesterday was freezing.
Yeah, well, it's 25. It's 25 degrees here right now.
That's winter weather. Or warm weather.
According to the way
Warm.
to my phone.
No, thank you.
Why not?
I grew up in Michigan. That's why I had my whole fill of cold weather. I got a lifetime full then.
Did you live by the Great Lake?
I'm about 150 miles away from it. So, I mean, it was quite a ways away, but it was near the border of Ohio, or not Ohio, but Indiana and stuff. So we're about 150, actually not even 150, maybe 75 miles away from the lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, my wife used to live in Michigan.
Yeah.
And she used to live near the Great Lakes, and she talked about the snowfall you guys would get in that area.
There were more than once that I was actually snowed to my house when I was growing up. That we couldn't leave. We always stored food and stuff because there might be 2 or 3 days where we couldn't get out at all.
Mm-hmm. That's where you sing by the fire and sing Kumbaya and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Except I lived there alone with my aunt, so that was pretty miserable. No TV service, none of that stuff. So, or rather, the TV would go out. Not that we didn't have TV, though. I was always grounded, so I never got to watch TV. Anyhow, another story for another time.
I believe you're always grounded. It's
what?
You look like the kid that was deviant.
Not in. I look like that now. I didn't look like that back then.
That's all right. I used to be the kid that was always grounded too. How life has changed. We learn not to be mischievous.
Yeah.
Well, the ball never stopped. I mean, it's literally in his logo.
I just learned how to hide it better.
Hide it better. You're concocting mad scientific things all the time.
Indeed. But they're subtle, and you shouldn't see them coming.
That's funny. Yeah. It is a wonderful Tuesday today, my friends. Tuesday. Tomorrow is what day? Tomorrow is Wednesday.
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Ooh, that means we're getting New Year's. We're going to be in 2026 by the end of the week, my friends.
Yeah, don't remind me. I just means I'm another year older. Like it.
That's
another year better, sir.
Birthdays. Hibbley's got a birthday coming up soon.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Ooh, he's gonna have a
Next
birthday
week,
stream.
actually.
He's gonna have a birthday stream, and he's gonna be in his birthday suit.
I think I'm taking that day off. Oh, got me some coffee being delivered. Nice.
Hey.
Thank you.
Coffee. You got to remember the coffee.
Yeah.
What? Wait, you left him alive?
Thank goodness.
All right. But anyways.
Makes me afraid to drink my coffee now, dag blanket.
No, you bring the coffee to give you the hope that you're going to be living by the end of the session.
Yep, exactly.
The thing is, it's a decoy making you have hope where hope is not really there.
There's hope in every cup here.
That's right. Hope in every cup. But yeah, we're getting to the New Year's. We're talking about New Year's things. But first, we need to get to the first segment of the day.
Card of the day.
Combo breaker. This is a pretty cool Zombie Lords shared by TCG Dude in Discord, where you can share cards of the day and so on and so forth. If you want to participate in the show, being part of Discord is a good way to do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, Discord. Lord of the Dead is a great zombie piece. Costs a generic and 2 black. It's a Lord, a Zombie Lord. It's a 2/2. This is all zombies get +1/+1, and you can pay a generic and a black and tap it. Return target zombie card from your graveyard to your hand. So some sweet graveyard recursion for zombies there. This card is pretty baller.
It is.
Yeah. Let's chill out. And I see there's a bunch of you watching. Say hello in chat, my friends.
Up, everybody.
I'm waving to everybody, but they can't see me.
But yeah, Zombie Lord is an epic little piece. I remember playing him from 8th edition or 9th edition, one of the two. And having a zombie deck back in the day, this card was pretty baller. But thinking of egos, picture of the day is the tortoise is the center of the universe. See, it's science. Science. This was a fun little picture to generate on the AI generator.
Sounds like something out of a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, but no deadlights.
But no deadlights. No deadlights fighting with a tortoise out there. Okay.
That's right. But yeah, it's having fun with the prompts. Got a universal tortoise. There's a spacecraft in there, planets orbiting. Because really, the tortoise is the center of the universe.
Indeed.
It might be slow and steady, but our days are slow and steady. Like the nice thing about our days is they really don't randomly go faster or slower on a day. They just statically go the same speed most of the time during the day.
Go.
Consistency is key.
Consistency is key.
Goes back to our topic of the day about growing and stuff. It's consistency. It takes a long time to get there, but slow and steady is the way you make progress.
That's right. Slow and steady. Yep. You got to remember, progress doesn't happen all at once. It takes time, and you grow over time. That is true. The tortoise way.
Yep.
The tortoise way. But with that, my friends, we got to get to the question of the day. The question of the day was brought to you by me and my little stupor I had this morning. Let's see what I ask.
Super Fast Tortoise with the question of the day. The question of the day is, would you want to grow into a community, or do you want to grow a community of people that follow you? Let me know. Let's go.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of buzz going around lately about communities, and the discussion's been, would you rather follow a community, be part of a community that already exists, or would you rather create a community and grow that community?
That's a good question. I'm gonna ask you to answer your own question first, because I'm very curious as to what that is.
So especially with the recent events going on, there's a dude at a block from the channel who's been trying to piggyback off our communities. And so I've been trying to grow a community, and randomly I've discovered through my random lives that I grow more subscribers, but I grow people and want to grow people into my community because I feel like I have a safe haven, a place to be. But I like want to offer people a good time too. You know, I'm trying to get more people into the games that we play and stuff like that. So I'd like to grow the community. That doesn't mean I don't want to be a part of other communities, but in general, I'm trying to web our different communities into one large community.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. That's a tough one to answer because I love being part of this community,
Mhm.
being able to, well, I'm going to say come and go as I please. I'd love to be here all the time. I can't commit to that. So I enjoy being able to drop in and watch you guys, or because a lot of times, even when I'm not commenting, I am there watching you guys. I just don't get a chance to say anything, or something comes up or whatever. So it's nice to have a place like that. For me personally, I'm working on growing my own community, which doesn't have to in any way be separate from your community, but it doesn't need to be a parasitic relationship either and stuff. I think there's enough overlap throughout here that it's interesting because, like I said, I'll be honest, I'm jealous of your guys' subscriber counts. I've been doing this for a long time, but I don't have the subscriber count that you do. But by the same token, I do feel that it's, meaning no disrespect, it's quality over quantity. I would rather grow at a slower rate and have more people that engage. It's not like I have a ton, but I'm starting to make progress in that way. And I do feel like I can learn from you guys, and maybe I can help. And I think that is the best way to grow the community, is if you can find people that are willing to share. And that's where I think the community grows. And that's what's important. So I would do both. Is my goal, is not only to grow my own community, but to also help other content creators any way that I can. And in return, that comes back to me too.
TC Dude in chat. Hello, TC Dude. He says, slow nickel over fast quarter. That's right.
Slow nickels is better than fast quarters.
That's right.
Well, myself, I enjoy the way my community is growing, because I enjoy watching other content, or enjoy being in other communities. I also want to build my own, work on my own, build my own community also of people, which is also a part of this community.
Yeah, we have a lot of overlap for sure, Billy.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah,
and I enjoy it very much, and I continue want to make that happen. And you was talking about growth on Tillbot. I've been at this. I just got a notification from YouTube here the other day. I've been at this for 4 years now.
I've been at it for about 10. Maybe not 10. Let me see. Actually, I'll look it up. It's been, and not that it's a competition. That's the other thing too. It doesn't matter. We don't have to be a competition. It's not like it's a pie. It's not like there's limited pieces out there. There's a growth and community for everybody. So that's the other way to keep that in mind too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So competition. You got road racing. Hillbilly's in the lead. I'm kidding. Well, so yeah, see, the question really comes down to what's your mindset? What's your mindset in the community? Like, do you feel like you want to be the leader of a community, or do you feel like you want to be just part of something?
Well,
I mean, and those two things kind of work together. But what do you prioritize?
That's kind of hard to answer, because I want to be the leader of my community, but just be a part of this community.
Right. So that, but the answer will stimulate should stimulate the response is where I want to put my focus. Like one of the goals this year I have, like one of the goals I have this year, instead of focusing on subscriber count like I have, I want to focus on viewership.
Right.
I want to put more of an emphasis on viewership. And so when I work on future projects, I want to focus on that viewership and garner more viewers. You know, and part of that deals with finding a focus. So I did something yesterday I don't think a lot of people paid attention to, but I did because I'm the one who worked on it. Is I redid my YouTube banner. Boop.
I like this. This is nice.
There you go. So the whole graphic in the center is what people see most of the time on your phones, on the laptop. The whole thing people see when they're on TV or expand the desktop version. So what I'm showing you this for is not to toot my own horn, is if you notice, it focuses on the morning show.
Right.
You know, there's all the things where you can find me at: YouTube, Facebook, Discord, MTG3 for when I do those videos, because I still continue those videos when I do. You know, still have my graphic, Magic the Gatherings on there, so I pretty much advertise myself. And so I completely put a more of a focus on my channel so it looks more attractive to the viewer looking for something more succinct. Then on the bottom, like people can't see this on their phones, but on the desktops and TVs, they'll be able to see Commander game nights and stuff all over there. So yeah. So I wanted to show that because I wanted to show you some of the steps I'm taking to put a focus on the channel, because I do a lot of different things on this channel, but the morning show is the main thing we do on this channel. Like it's every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and the game nights, they're not always guaranteed, but based on who we can find or who's going to play. Then the video game nights I can't always commit to, because sometimes, like last night, I couldn't focus on the game, so I just did a random live, which I found out the random lives garner more subscribers than I really anticipated. I started the night with 1,037 subscribers, and now I got 1,040.
Nice.
Some people just like to chat. Sometimes that will bring in subscribers. I've noticed that.
Yeah, well, there's just different things people like, for sure. And some people are liking the chat. Right now, we're in the winter time, so the viewing ratio of YouTube and stuff is a lot different than it is throughout the rest of the year. Because more people are inside. They're watching their stuff to pass time. They're trying to figure out new things because they're kind of getting tired of watching the same old things all the time.
Well, a good example is your random live pulled me in because it was an interesting topic. And since I don't play video games, it wasn't necessarily something I was invested in. So I have popped in to watch you play Spider-Man a few times or whatever, but it didn't have the staying or drawing power to keep me there. Though while I was entertained watching you and talking to you or commenting, for me, the video game is like, oh, okay, that's cool, that's interesting. Is this a game I'd play? Probably not, but so then I move through. So, but I do think you need those things to draw. I'm going to bring it back to Magic the Gathering again, where Universes Beyond or whatever. Like, it is important to bring new eyes and new audience in, but it's also important to have something like the morning show, which is a constant. And tuning in to see you guys, like I said, even if I can't join, is something that I'm always going to do, and always know there. And I will occasionally go back and watch episodes that I missed, or something that if it's a topic that maybe I wasn't able to participate in, but I would have liked to. So, what do these guys have to say about that? So I'll tune in to watch it. So it gives you an evergreen element also.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, evergreen elements are pretty good. Trying to be consistent, like in the morning shows, is one of the things I do because I want people to rely on the fact that we do it every morning, no matter who's on the show. I mean, if I have to, I'll do the show myself. You know, if that's the case, like, because like I know not everybody can be here all the time. You know, I want like I know we have our regulars who are here all the time, but you know, there are times that life stuff gets in the way. So
darn that life stuff.
the life stuff. Teacher Dude says I started to watch Kind of Funny Games via Twitch around 2017. It got me into podcasts in general. Yeah,
Nice.
Cool.
I still think migrating to a second feed via Twitch would help a lot. Yeah, but I just don't do Twitch. But I get that. Like that's why I'm doing the dual streams right now via short feed and regular.
Mm-hmm.
That's been helping out a lot. Growing
Does
viewership.
StreamYard have a or is that behind a paywall where you have to be to stream to multiple platforms?
I can stream to multiple platforms from here if I wanted to.
Okay.
Instagram, Twitch. I don't know what all platforms.
Gotcha.
Because some people do Kick and all that stuff, which Kick is a bad place. But like, but no. I'm kind of drawn in. Tell me, what is your guys' idea of a community?
It's a good. Another good question. I'll let Tibalt go first.
Okay, so for me, community is multi-level. Actually, for me, community is anybody that engages with my content in any way. So that means just commenting on videos or liking or sharing or any of those things is one thing that would be part of a community to me. The other thing is there is, in addition to viewership or subscribers, there's also the creator community, which is the same but a little different. Those are people that I can rely on to collaborate with or to collaborate with me or to join. Well, I haven't hosted any games, so it's usually me joining other people's games. So that's also another community that needs to be cultivated also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Well, Tibalt, you said everything that I probably would say on that. I was saying you were going to say something different tonight, but now you said everything that I would say.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you on all that 100%.
And I think it's important, though, that the people that do participate in the community, maybe in the background just watching, it's important for those folks to know that just a like or a comment can be absolutely instrumental in improving the content of what you're watching. I don't know about how you guys feel. I wouldn't say or wouldn't claim to speak for anybody else, but this can be a very lonely position to be in when you feel like you're broadcasting to an empty room. That's not always the case. You know what I mean? Like I said, there may be somebody out there lurking or somebody may be watching your content after the fact or whatever, but it can feel lonely. And that's maybe on us. Like somebody might say, well, you don't need to do it then. Well, you feel like you have a need to do it. And so you put it out there. And so I just want to encourage people to hit the like button. You don't necessarily have to subscribe, but just making a comment if there's something that speaks to you in there. And for a content creator, that goes a long, long way just to have one person say, you know, hey, I like what you're doing. Something that Super Fast brought up last night, which has stuck with me the whole time, even before he brought it up. But like, this is one of the, well, you mentioned it earlier and stuff about it being a safe space. It's not safe in the fact that you won't necessarily get picked on sometimes. Sometimes people will blow up your lands or punch you in the face for, 27 points of damage or something.
Right.
But it's a safe space from the standpoint of we're all here to encourage each other and to not just run down the game of Magic. We do speak negatively about it occasionally, but it's only because or at those times where it's appropriate. And if we didn't care about the game, we wouldn't talk about it so deeply. The worst thing that could happen is Magic inspiring apathy. But it's a safe place to stay positive, and you can say things that are positive and not be shot down for that.
So I have to explain what I think our community is. That is the question for everybody. I think a community is not only the space you create on YouTube. Imagine you created a world, a universe. When you create a page, you kind of create a universe, right? And in this universe, you can create the worlds that you create, which are your videos, your lives, your so on and so forth. And you create with what you have and what you can. And people want to join your universe. Well, I think part of that desire is you got to have that ego that you want people to adore what you do a little. I'm not saying you need fans to fawn all over you, hey Billy. But what I'm saying is, like, you kind of have to have that ego you have to have that ego and a trained ego too. You don't want to explode and think you're all that in a bag of chips for no reason. And I think when you create this community, you are the leader of the community, if you like it or not. Some people look up to you. Some people look at you as a friend. Love you. Wife is leaving.
I love you too, Tor.
I thought that was for me, man. What the heck?
But anyways, so so what I'm saying is you kind of have to have this ego to build and want to build, and you want to have a structured ego because sometimes, trust me, believe it or not, someone who's bipolar is willing to let his ego grow out of proportion like it has before. Coach's magic. That's right. So you kind of want to do it, and so what you want to do, and what you want to have a mindset of when you're building this community, because you have to have the expectations that you have the responsibility to grow this community, is you have to give yourself a purpose. Let's see. So I fill my streams with music, so I am enjoying the music even if I'm alone. I better leave when a streamer says I love you, then I know this place ain't for me.
You can stick around. We'll beat up on you some more. Right. Make you feel loved.
So what I guess I want to say is a community is a balance between ego and structure and the desire to do it, right? Because like you could start a channel without the idea that you're starting a universe, right? And that's a little deep. It's more deeper than it has to be, but it's a little deep. You're starting a universe. Like when Tabal created his channel, he created Tabalt's universe. When he started uploading videos, he started creating little planets for people to explore. These aliens to come in, like space aliens coming in to explore these new planets. And when they wanted to reach it and call it home, they would hit that subscribe button. They hit that join button or whatnot. And I think in the mindset today, you have to have a goal in mind when you start a channel nowadays, because YouTube, for the better part of it, has become the next 9 to 5 from home job. Technically from home. Some people do it on the go, like Adam the Woo did.
Right.
But like TheoneRAYman, love you all. Love you too, man.
Hey, there he is.
Good. That's right. I'll accept it. but you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like that home job. Even if you're not doing it for money, you are paying into YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're paying your time, your effort, your skills. You know, you're paying into it. So you can't do that without wanting something back.
Right.
If you do it without wanting something back, you're doing something your own way, but there's no expectations, and if there's no expectations, you will not have the desire to meet them all the time. I mean, some people start a YouTube channel and they explode really quick. Some people, like us, takes us years. You know, but one thing I learned is your appreciation for what you've created. Because, like I said, you have to have ego for what you create. Like, it's hard to think about every day. I wake up, I use some AI generator to create some art and stuff, and I put together 4 substances to a show, like the card of the day, the picture of the day, the question of the day, unless there is a question of the day set up. And I create a topic, and I have to think of a topic that comes out. And right now, since we're at the end of the year, I've been thinking it's been a good time to bring up community-based conversations at the moment. So I do want to get back into magic. In fact, until when I get my medications, I hope I can focus on getting on this topic I want to discuss on Friday. Which, to tell you what it is, it's game theory and deck building.
Oh my gosh, I got so much to say. Not coherent, not anything that's going to be nothing focused yet. But
right.
Which that actually brings up another point, which is it might be useful to going forward to maybe to maybe get some topics ideas out ahead of time. Like things that you maybe want to talk about later on in the week so people can prepare things. A good example, and again, not just to talk about me or myself or whatever, but Hillbilly and I are going to do, and you've done this before with me too, to Super Fast, but, I'm going to talk to Hillbilly about his deck. And while I generally like the impromptu format of just asking somebody questions and getting their spontaneous responses, I made sure to provide him a set of questions ahead of time. So if there was anything that he specifically wanted to pick out and talk about, he could look that up ahead of time and then have in his mind already what he'd like to say. And if there's something there, or if there isn't, maybe I won't get to all those questions or whatever. Or maybe I will, but it gives the person a chance to prepare. So if we knew maybe some of the topics coming up later in the week, other people would be more prepared to join you.
Right.
Well, yeah, with me, the way my brain works, I'm never prepared. I just go with the flow.
And teach you, dude, you should consider playing MTGO on Arena. Well, 1, I don't want to pay for MTGO, and 2, I'm not a big fan of Arena myself. I don't want to do something I don't like, but I like physical card gameplay.
See, that's what I was going to say. You should do something you don't like because it can push you into new creative realms, or you've got something else to complain about, and that's easy videos.
That's right. So there's a lot of great gameplay content with those. Well, I'm working on that kind of stuff. Like slowly but surely, I'm working on the OBS side of things. Hope to see you on the next one, Rayman. That's right. I do try to push myself into comfort zone issues, but I also I have this problem with control. I have to control everything. But one of the tricks to that is I have to accept the fact that I don't control everything. I don't have control over everything. So I should play controller against control because I don't like it.
That's what I've had to do myself, just to keep Arena interesting and stuff. I'm telling you to play it, and then I'm complaining about it. But it became whatever. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. I had to switch to a different style of deck, a different type of deck. And if nothing else, it comes down to the same thing in Paper Magic, where if you try playing somebody else's deck, that was one of the best times that we've had in the LGS and stuff when I was still going on a regular basis, was everybody sitting on the table and then switch to somebody else's deck. Mm-hmm. So you can learn how that deck works. You can see what you're up against, and you can see better the strategies that they're playing. Because I've seen other people that play decks against me, and I think they're unfun, stupid decks or whatever. Then I played them myself. I'm like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like. This is what it feels like on this side of it. Now I know better what I'm up against, and you just get a better explanation, a better feel. You become more well-rounded, I guess. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Right. More well-rounded for sure. Yeah. I guess I shouldn't like it. I hate facing it to the point I just often move on to the next match. Well, to be honest with you, Kevy, I thought you stopped playing Magic. Started playing other card games. Mm-hmm. I mean, I appreciate that you're here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But like, have you been getting back into Magic? That's a good question. But so, on the topic of growth, yes, I understand doing things outside your comfort zone is always a good thing to experience different things. In fact, it's public speaking was one of the things I had issues with growing up, and that's a thing I put a focus on. I had to study it to get better at YouTube, and I invite certain people into the life of this channel, which some in good graces have been good so far, and some have been bad so far, to get us into a realm of conversational topics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It's something to explore. You don't have to adopt it entirely. You don't have to go if you find that route is too difficult or you really aren't enjoying it. It's okay to pivot from there too. That's something else that's good to keep in mind.
Right. Kevin G says, I stream MTG every Tuesday night. I treat it just as a casual game. I play One Piece twice a week and Pokemon once a week. Nice. That's
nice. Oh, good variety.
Cool.
Yep.
And see, for the longest of time, my goal has been to become a channel that does magic, and my goal was to be not an influencer, but a personality channel. Which I don't know if you know this, but I only have 50% of a personality, so that plan was only 50% working for me. But like, one thing I lacked is I put my focuses in the wrong things. I put my focuses in the wrong places of the channel, which I've been creating content, which is great. We've been creating content in the mornings all together. Yeah. So, but like I haven't my one of my goals this year is to better my image on YouTube, better the image up front. I want to get more into YouTube posts. I want to get Discord more integrated. I want to start putting in an effort to an image of the channel, because one thing you'll notice I haven't said a lot lately is the word creep. And for those, the creep meaning the group of tortoises, not a creep who's staring at you through a window. All right. Coach says, practice idea generation. Feed your mind. Read, learn new things. Break routines. Embrace play and imperfection. No judgment. And step away to let ideas incubate. Well, Coach, I've been doing half that. I haven't read a lot of things, but I've been watching different things outside of YouTube to get different ideas, get different thought processes, and sometimes just to relax the mind. Combine these habits to build your creative muscle and spark new connections. Thank you.
Right on.
Right. I think getting a YouTube coaching session would benefit you greatly. That's a good idea, though. I won't lie. So wait, you dropped the creep? That it was attracted to me in the first place. No, I didn't drop the creep. I just haven't said it very much lately. I need to incorporate it more. I need to infuse it, because the creep is the cool thing to be. Like, if you're a member of the channel, I believe if you're a second tier member of the channel, like the $2 member, you get a printable printout of creep thing, like a thing that says you're official member of the creep, your name here, right, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's there. No, the creep aspect's still there. I haven't dropped it. I've been ignoring it unmeaningly. Like my focus has been off. I haven't been thinking about the word creep, the term creep, what it means. So this year I want to put more of a focus on the creep because the creep is the happening place to be. And so imagery, focus, and viewership are the things I have to work on this year to increase my knowledge of everything.
And I think the other thing to concentrate on, or the other thing that will help get you there, is having a focus on giving value, whatever that value is.
Right.
Sometimes maybe it is just to hang, just to chat, a place to chat. Also, though, it could be deck techs. It could be specific things. Whatever you're doing, at least this is what I'm also trying to do, is give more value, more specific value to say, this video is to share this one thing, this idea, or maybe something of that nature.
Right.
I think the more you do that, that's also going to help build an audience.
Right. That's what MTG3 is supposed to be for, and I've been neglecting it.
You have. I've got some awesome intros for you. I just waiting to make them.
KFGC gave me a whole new definition for creep. Now when I go creep on people, I will wear turtle costume. Thanks. That's funny. But no, so when you take the helm of a leader of a community, you're putting on multiple hats. Unless you happen to have a team of people working for you. But last time I knew, the only thing Debalt had is a devil in his pocket.
That's just about. I've got lots of company here with me and stuff. It's just all the voices that are in my head that are telling me what to do.
Right. You know, you wear a lot of hats when you're a leader of a channel and stuff.
You sure do.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, especially when you do different content, you got to pick up different skill sets and you got to marry them together so they fit in the same universe of your channel.
Mm-hmm. Longwolf, what do you think about the communities?
Oh, I'm gonna go back to the very beginning where you were talking about whether you would be a leader or basically. What I interpreted this is: would you rather be a leader of a community or would you be a follower? Me personally, I'm a follower, and sometimes that's good, and sometimes that's not great. As far as the community wise. You guys have basically said everything what a person can really say. I think what a real community would be for me is not only, and this is not just for Magic. This could be just as a friend group or whatever. Would be able to be yourself, like in a safe space, and not worry about it. Just have fun, meet new people, and make new friends in the community, and help each other out. That's what I think of a community would be really about, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Core. Morning, coffee people. What's up?
What's up, Core?
That was some good words there, Lone Wolf. I appreciate that. But so one of the toughest things about juggling a community is being a leader, but at the same time, trying to get the community to build with you, because it ain't really a community if you don't have the community involved in what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And by the community, I'm talking about the people who care about you, share your ideals in the community. Because you are an open source community, so any person can come in, and like yesterday on my live chat show I was doing, some guy came in and said, "I need to poop." So just to be funny, I blocked him for 24 hours.
Wow.
You need to be what? I missed that.
Some guy just randomly said in chat, "I need to poop."
Oh,
Wow.
That's the only thing he said in chat, so I blocked him for 24
you
hours.
gave him time to go take care of that.
Yeah. I'm like, why do you need that?
So here's another interesting thing, an interesting quote I think of that I came across recently that was attributed to Bruce Lee, whether it's correct or not. But it's also to have the courage to be disliked.
Oh yeah.
So while we do try to create a safe space for everybody to be themselves and to be heard and to be enjoyed or whatever, you do have to understand that you're not going to please other people, not going to please everybody. And as you grow, you're going to find yourself being a target more often than not, just for these trolls, just people out there that have nothing better to do or think it's funny to do, to harass people or whatever. Not taking into account that you've worked hard on this, you're trying to do something, you're trying to accomplish something and make something for other people to enjoy. And these trolls think it's funny to come through and give you a hard time about this, that, or the other thing, and you just can't take that too personally. That
Right.
is something I have a problem
Right.
I have had a problem with, I should say.
Right. So you got to keep in mind when you set your cells to ship, the only thing you got to worry about is your ship not sinking. You can't think about the negativity that comes around.
That's
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
And the one thing I'm going to add on to what Tybalt said is you can't please anybody. You also don't want to try to please everybody, because honestly, you're going to fail at doing that, and
Yeah, for sure.
it's not going to do you any good.
And if anything, it's going to weaken the quality of your content. If you are,
Right.
Yep.
if you are, your coffee came back. Anyhow, if you are trying to, your message is going to become diluted if you're trying to please too many people at once, for sure.
Right.
A paper boat will float, but not as good as a wooden boat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could use the house made out of straw and brick. Leaders of communities have to be aware of all the different types of character social experiences everyone can have. That's right.
Yep.
But we try to control the experience, like I try to control the experience people have, so they can have a leveled experience. At least I try. But optics are a thing. People see things differently, right? People watch things, they have their different thoughts and opinions about it. There's probably things we haven't said that other people would say. So we don't know. We wouldn't know what people would think or say in these circumstances, because, like when I say when you're a leader, you're wearing different hats. When you're a leader, you're creating a universe. You technically are creating a universe because you're basically getting people to follow you. Because that's the point of YouTube nowadays. That's the point of any social thing, is get people to follow you. And some people are just pure ego and just post whatever smut kind of stuff they can. And not everybody.
I do that all the time.
That's right. They do whatever they can to clickbait you, get them to watch them and stuff. But like when it comes to content like ours, like in general, we try to keep a cleaner content. We try to keep a universal front that, if kids are watching, that ain't going to be a problem. We're not clickbaiting anything. We're not using AI for full videos here. We are putting our efforts into it. We're trying to keep things clean. You should try a deep dive with ChatGPT to find your formula. I was able to get some help and perspective that way. Nice. But yeah, I think you gotta stop protecting yourself from certain things. You just gotta be aware that certain things exist.
Right.
Like certain things exist. Just because you don't want to interact with them doesn't mean they will never interact with you. You just gotta be prepared for it. But anyways, anything anybody wants to say or add to this?
No, I can't think of anything else to say.
I'm just going to say, keep going in the direction you're growing. growing. Yeah, that's what we're going for. We're going for growth. Yeah, continue in that direction and branch out. I would warn you, I would caution you, don't try or put too much effort or emphasis on any one thing necessarily. I mean, don't go too many directions at once. That's what I've done multiple times, and I did check it out. So I've been doing this for about 6 years now. Just shy of 6 years is how long I've been doing it.
6 years. That's how long it's taking you to grow that handsome beard.
It's no. This was about 3 or 4 days, but but just don't put too much pressure on yourself too. That's something else that, and I think it was Coach mentioned earlier. It might have been TCG dude too. But it's good to pull back a little bit. On things that don't overextend yourself too. You know what I mean? You do need to balance a certain amount of downtime for creative thinking and stuff. I've been doing a lot of research because never mind. I've been doing a lot of research lately, and not having stimulus and just thinking actually increases your brain potential. I don't want to get too technical or sound too weird, but it's easy to be distracted with so many devices and so many things, sometimes even listening to music. And sometimes the best effect you can get is when it's uncomfortable, when you don't have any input and you're just inside your own head.
Right.
You can find more creative solutions that way. So you need some downtime also.
Yeah, sometimes you need downtime. Sometimes you relax.
Yeah.
That's right. But with that, my friends, we need to get to that segment, special time of the show, where we hit this button.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Whoa!
Nice keyboard.
He turned into a keyboard.
That's right. I don't know. Well, I know why he does it. I just don't know why he continues to do it. Well, it's based on the camera Google preferences over the others. Like it's preferenced over there because if I go to spell table, it will use that camera for when I play spell table.
Yep.
Anyways, my friends, it is time to talk in our most regular, non-squirrely voices. And
Okay.
and we got to get to the shill section, the thrill section. We got to end the show out, but we're going to start with Lone Wolf.
All right, thanks for having me on, everybody. And I just want to say, just be patient with your growth, guys. You'll all get there eventually. So let's help Tybalt, Hillbilly, and Super Fast Tortoise. Let's get you guys growing and get you up to 1,500 subscribers.
1,500 subscribers. That's right. And thinking of 1,500 subscribers, let's move over to Mad Saxon Tybalt.
15 years of doing nothing. No. So go to darkritual.site. That's where you will find everything Tybalt's Apprentice, or Mad Saxon, or whatever. You will find my blog there. You'll find the Arcane Nexus. You will find a link to my Dark Ritual store and TCG Player. And again, I'm going to leave you with the thought to absolutely click the like button if nothing else. Not necessarily on this video, though if you did get something from it, be sure to do that. But just remember that this is a lonely profession we have chosen, and your input can help greatly.
Yeah, you're right. Let's roll over to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. One thing I could add to this is criticism. I love good criticism. Good, and then there's bad. Give me the good criticism. It always makes my channel better. And I do appreciate that. And I'm sure others could say that too. But anyway, back to the show. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, I'll be doing another arena stream. And if my shoulder's good enough to play some Commander, then I'm going to play some Commander tonight at 7 o'clock. And first come, first serve basis. And want to play, let me know. It'll be brackets 3.
Nice. Sounds good. All right, man. Great show. Well, you're at the hospital, so hopefully things are going better for you. Yeah, we appreciate the fact that you're taking time to do the important stuff. All right. We love you. We hope things are going good, and we missed you. But I want to thank everybody for being here today on the show, everybody. We got Hillbilly, Mad Saxon, Lone Wolf. Thank you for being here. Everybody in chat. Yeah. Of course, as he might be available by then for the game day. Sweet.
Cool. 7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
So, but I want to thank everybody for being here again. I want to remind you that you're awesome and amazing, that you love someone thinking about you, and if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today. And with that, I want to thank you, channel members, for supporting the channel the way you do, channel subscribers for growing the channels the way you do. And with that, we got to get to the outro. Where's the outro? Here we go.
I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes.